Well, my name is Brett Eagle, and here to talk about getting engaged in sailing activities, particularly the offshore ocean racing, and talking about just what about that makes it attractive to me and the enjoyment that I get out of it. The two big races we have each year are Sydney up to the Gold Coast, which is always the last weekend in July. And then the big race at the end of the year on Boxing Day and Christmas time is Sydney down to Hobart. Both races are pretty demanding, but they also have their own unique circumstances. Going north is always great fun because you're leaving last weekend in July, which is cold weather, winter time in Sydney. The first night is really usually quite chills. We all wear beanies and layer up. But then you're getting into warmer waters as you're heading up in towards Queensland, and the colour of the water changes. You get this deep ocean blue about the water. It's whale migration season, so you have whale sightings pretty much all through the day, and even at night time you can hear them. You can hear the blowholes next to the boat, and some of them are curious about the boat. They'll come and investigate what's going on, so you get really close experiences with some of these whales as well. And the wildlife is just incredible, like dolphins that will follow the boat and ride the bow right next to the boat and that sort of thing. You see the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets, and nighttime sky is incredible with absolutely, sometimes it's just clear and cloudless, view of the whole Milky Way. It's just spectacular. There's something just really energizing about experiencing the beauty and the nature of the ocean and the creatures that are in the ocean. It's amazing. Then going south is a different race. It's more demanding because you're sailing through some pretty difficult waters, particularly going across Bass Strait. What I often show people on the charts is that as you're starting across Bass Strait, the water depth on your charts shows about 4,000 meters. If you go halfway across Bass Strait and start to get towards the Flinders Islets island, the water depth can be no more than sort of 25 to 30 meters. So it's a massive difference, and it's like the waves on the beach. You get these deep ocean currents that come from 4,000 meters of water depth and push up against that shallower water, and then they slosh back, and so you get a confused sea state that's quite different to a lot of other places that you're sailing. But again, the beauty is just spectacular. You come down the east coast of Tasmania, and particularly when you reach that Tasman Island right in the very bottom corner, it feels like there's a sort of edge of the world sense about it, with these beautiful, amazing cliffs. Cape Raoul and Cape Hoy and the Hippolyte Rocks and all of these things. It's a lifetime experience to be sailing in those waters around this amazing beauty that you experience there. And you've got the challenges. I think there's a lot of satisfaction in the challenges in meeting conditions and meeting wind and waves and having the boat operate. And you're doing it as a crew. We typically sail with sort of 10 to 12 people on the boat. So you're working together, you're looking after each other, and you have to manage your team to make it all work. And when it does all work, the feeling is just fantastic. Like you've achieved something. Everybody's grown in their own personal experiences, and it sort of brings that reward with it as well. So that's the other aspect to being out in nature that I really enjoy.